What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks to watch for October 2020. I'm going to go over in detail to talk about what could potentially make these companies go to the upside and what is the ideal price point that we can use to get involved in these companies. I'm also going to do a quick stock market recap, and we have a lot of important economic reports that can potentially affect the stock market for tomorrow. So I'm going to cover all these important information coming up. Before we get into the video, I would really appreciate it if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions or any comments, you can drop in the comment section below. As you can see here today, we have a phenomenal day. We went up to the upside and the range was very, very big. We spiked up significantly in the afternoon and then we started to sell off right before the market closed. But however, we finished positive today. So we have all these companies that have been going to the upside, the entire stock market sector that are involved in the technology, healthcare, finance, as you can see, are all up to the upside. See, this is mainly driven by the stimulus package being passed pretty soon. So we still have to wait for that. When we see any kind of positive news that coming out of the stimulus, it is driving the stock market to go higher. So before we talk about the top 3 stocks for October, yesterday I covered NMDM, Nano Dimensions. This is one of the penny stocks that ARK Invest was buying. As you can see today, it's up 34.27%. At one point, it was actually significantly higher, more than 50%. Our first profit target was around $2.70 above the $3 area. So that is exactly the price point that it went and broke out and pulled back to the downside. So right now, if you want to get involved in it, the stock is really moving slightly higher and higher. The ideal price point to get involved in it, if the stock breaks out and stays above the $3 area and consolidates for a few days, then you can risk off of the $3 area and then you can get involved in it. So that is the ideal price point if you want to get involved in this company. But right now in the short term, it is extended to the upside. So that is a great momentum that the stock is having. And of course, you have to be aware that when ARK Invest buys these companies, are investing for long term, for 5 years. So make sure that you have that in mind if you want to get involved with these companies. Also, we talked about a company that is going public with a reverse merger, a company called VLDR, which is going to be ticker symbol VLDR. They did a reverse merger. This is the ticker symbol that they have right now, which is VLDR, but that was not the case. They're trading at GRAF. A few days ago, the merger got approved. They voted for it. As you can see, the ticker symbol changed, and the stock sold off to the downside. So this is the dangers of actually this reverse merger companies, even though this is not 100% EV company that produces electric vehicles, but is somewhat related to the technology of electric vehicle companies. So that is a really huge sell-off that happened today. As you can see, it's down 24.48% to the downside. We have to be super careful with this reverse merger companies. Even though we have high expectation for these companies, we never know what the stock market has in mind. So definitely take note. This can be a possibility for the other reverse merger companies that we're watching. So now let's talk about the top 3 stocks for October. The first company that we're going to be talking about is going to be HYLION. It's currently at ticker symbol SHLL, but that is going to be changing on Friday to HYLN. So we're expecting a significant move in October 2nd for this stock to spike up higher. If there's a lot of momentum or positive news that can come out, that can definitely drive the stock price to go higher. We need the media to cover this company a lot so other new investors can look at the potential of this company and search it on Google and find it at HYLN and start investing in it. So that might take a few days or the weekends, so we have to wait for it. But another company like this, which was Nikola, when they ticker symbol changed, the stock made a new 52-week high right now, so that we're expecting similar kind of move to happen, but that might not happen. We're just speculating in this case. So the first profit target that we're going to be looking at is going to be $60 if it can potentially go to the new 52-week high, which is above $58.66. So we're expecting for it to go to $60. So all of these things are going to be happening in October in a few days. So definitely keep an eye on HYLION. This is a great company, even if you don't want to just trade it in the short term. They have a great potential for the future, for the growth of this company. So definitely keep an eye on HYLION stock. Second company we're going to be talking about is going to be Workhorse. I know we cover this company a lot in this channel, but however, there's still a huge potential for this company that is going to significantly make it spike higher. A lot of people were expecting that the USPS contract could potentially be announced by September 30 or within September, but that did not happen. So now we have to move to October. And we're also getting closer to the 2020 election. So that can possibly be news coming out pretty soon in October that can spike up this stock. We saw a few days ago that Lordstown Motor was actually featured in the White House, and that drove the stock price to go higher significantly, up 12%. Workhorse stock also went up 10%. So any kind of similar move that is going to help positive exposure within these companies can definitely make these stock price go higher, not only the USPS contract. So however, we still have to just wait. There's going to be positive news announced pretty soon that Workhorse potentially even gets a partial of the 6 billion or the 20 billion contract that people are talking about right now. The stock price can definitely make a new 52-week high. So right now it's currently trading at $25.28, which is in a very good price point range, because you can definitely risk over here the $20 area, the minimum stock price that analysts are expecting for this stock to go. So definitely risk the $20 area. Potential target is going to be for it to break out of the $30 area, make a new 52-week high. So that is going to be our great risk reward for this trade, even though it looks like a 1-to-1 trade, but there's high probability that the stock is going to continue to go higher as we get closer to the announcement of the USPS contract that could potentially happen in October. So definitely pay attention to Workhorse in October 2020. Now let's talk about the third company. The third company we're going to be talking about is going to be Diamond Peak Holdings. Now this company is going to be doing a reverse merger with Lordstown Motors, and that is going to be the main catalyst that can make the stock spike up to the upside. So as you can see, it's been very volatile for the past few days. The stock has been made a new 52-week high of $31.80, and it went all the way down, pulled back to $18.88, and that right now is sitting right in the middle at $25.75. So this is also a company where Workhorse owns a 10% stake. So the success of Lordstown Motors is also going to help Workhorse stocks. So if you're somebody that's invested in Workhorse, definitely look into Diamond Peak Holdings right now, because once the merger is going to be complete and finalized, both of these stocks can potentially spike higher at the same time. So that is one of the things that we need to pay attention to. And also, this company, Lordstown Motor, has been featured right now in the White House a few days ago, and their vehicles have been praised by the president. So that's going to give them a lot of exposure. And that is fantastic to see that they're getting endorsed a lot, even though the stock price sold off today and Workhorse stock also sold off today. We still have major moves that can happen in October for Workhorse and Diamond Peak Holdings, Lordstown Motor Company. So that is the important three companies that we need to pay attention to. We have a lot of other companies that could potentially finish their merger in October. That is going to be Lancadian Holdings, ticker symbol LCA. We got FMCI, we have SBE, and also CCXX also have their merger date announced. So definitely pay attention to those companies too. Now let's talk about what are the major economic reports that can potentially affect the stock market for tomorrow. So Thursday, October 1st, we have at 8:30 a.m. we got the initial jobless claims regular state program SA. That's going to be for the period of September 28th. The previous was 870,000 and the median forecast was 840,000. At 8:30 a.m. we got the initial jobless claims total NSA. That's going to be for the period of September 26th. The previous was 1.45 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the continuing jobless claims regular state program. That's going to be for the period of September 19. The previous was 12.58 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the continuing jobless claims total NSA. That's going to be for the period of September 20. The previous was 26.4 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the personal income. That's going to be for the period of August. The previous one 0.4%, and the forecast is going to be minus 4.6%. At 8:30 a.m. we got the consumer spending. That's going to be for the month of August. The previous was 1.9%, and the forecast is 1%. At 8:30 a.m. we got the core inflation. That's going to be for the month of August. The previous was 0.3%, and the median forecast is 0.3%. Also at 9:45 a.m. we got the market manufacturing index. Going to be for the month of September. The previous was 53.5. And also at 10 a.m. we got the ISM manufacturing index. It's going to be for the period of September. The previous was 56%, and the forecast is 56.5%. At 10 a.m. we got the construction spending. It's going to be for the period of August. The previous was 0.1%, and the forecast is 0.7%. Also at 11 a.m. we got the New York Fed President John Williams speaks, and at 3 p.m. we got the Fed Governor Michelle Bowman speaks. Make sure you pay attention to this economic reports, because especially in the morning, the stock market can definitely react either to the upside or to the downside because of these reports that are coming out. Also, if you want to get involved with any of the companies that I mentioned, make sure you have a solid plan, manage your risk. That's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the like button. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.